Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam. I have a special request. I'm going to do a short reading on Jamal Edwards. He was a UK, United Kingdom based entrepreneur in the music industry. He led the way with his online platform to introducing emerging artists to the world, such artists as Ed Sheeran and Stormzy, or is it Stormzy? Okay, and many, many others. On his platform, he also interviewed Drake, Nicki Minaj. He was the pivotal point in many a musical artist's career in the UK. Okay, and he even came under the eye of Dr. Dre. But we don't know where that would have gone. Not right now. He was only 31 years old, born August 24th, Virgo on the cusp of Libra. So everything he did was in perfect and thorough detail. Okay, but looking at the cards, let me show you what I have. I started off with the House of Night. He took risks, of course. Especially, now here's the High Priestess of Air. This is logical thinking. And this is completion. This is the conclusion. So he had a way of thinking things through to its completion, as I said before. But he was still struggling with self-worth. Another way of reading this can also be he helped the emerging artists with their struggle with self-worth. And because he suffered from the same thing, he understood what it was all about. Okay? So he knew how to help them and push them forward. Now, I took a look at his health using Archangel Raphael's Healing Oracle cards. And basically, what it tells me, he was quite aware that his body was sensitive to some things, but I do not believe it ever occurred to him that those allergens or what he was sensitive to could wreak havoc on the body the way that they did. He was not sleeping. Cards suggest get a good night's sleep. He needed to get out into the country for some fresh air. He needed to stop and smell the roses. He also needed divine intervention to help him with things. This shows me right here the divine intervention and expect a miracle. That he was sick, he was suffering, he knew it, but he kept it to himself more than likely. And all he wanted right now was unconditional joy. He just wanted to be happy. Humor would have been very helpful. This is all stress related. He enjoyed watching children. Okay. He had attacks before. I'm hearing asthma, something lung related. Anything that bothers your lungs, folks, get your heart next. Sometimes it can be your heart, but it's showing up as your lungs. Okay? Yeah. He felt that his health was improving, and it could have been. Stay positive. But see, he did the most. He was super stressed all the time. I don't think he ever took a break. But he was like that because he loved what he was doing, and he did it very well. And see, that was need for exercise. Exercise breaks up the stress. This entire reading, easy does it. Listen to your intuitive feelings. Be thankful for positive relationships. And at the bottom of the deck, we have meditation, alternative medicine. Oops. You see that? Massage. This, he needed to get into more research. It also says do more research. This comes from being super stressed, living in a polluted environment, and it is so strange for us to even imagine that someone 31 years old could have a heart attack. Yeah, I read that in the news. But it makes perfect sense. Perfect sense. Uh, he was just that stressed. Even positive stress can bring you down. There was a woman I worked with many years ago. She was going to be a grandmother for the very first time, so she was helping with her daughter's baby shower. The baby shower was something like Saturday morning, and she had uh, stressed herself out with making the arrangements, decorating, you name it. She was dead Friday night. So even positive stress can take you down terribly, terribly. Now, also about Mr. Edwards, I used the Romance Oracle deck. It looks to me like he was looking for his soulmate. The cards were advising to keep an open mind because the soulmate that he needed was not what he was dealing with usually. He's up on the control issues. When it comes to love, you're not an authority. And this one was most interesting. It is safe to love. So here we have some more insecurities that are cropping through. Where did I just find that? Over here in the health. Oh, insecurities. Here we are. Self-worth issues. So they played a big part too. And there were issues of one of the insecurities was this codependency piece, which it seems created just a pattern of falling into situationships. That's what they are, situationships, unrequited love. I like you, but you don't like me like that. That kind of scenario. That kind of scenario. All right. So he had a lot on him. And I don't believe, well, also being a CEO. And truly, I believe had he been going through the stuff he's going through now, that he was going through at the time that the heart attack came, had this been another period of time, say 20 years ago, I really believe he would have survived that. But because everything is so different now, because the planet's the position, that instability of the Earth plane and all this other stuff that's going on, I truly, truly believe he would have survived. Now, let's see how he's doing on the other side. Okay, so how is Jamal on the other side? I know he had so much work he wanted to do. Everything is not about work, 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 regardless of how much fun it is to you or how accomplished you feel after you have completed your project. Okay, what's the position? How is he now in the spiritual realm? How is he doing? Oh boy. I heard loud and clear, still sleeping, still resting. Not good. That means still in work mode, and they're not having that over there. Oh, geez. Okay. Okay. He wants to tell everybody. Okay. Folks, it seems that, he's kicking himself in the butt. I mean, he's okay. He's going to be fine. They got him. They got him. The loved ones got him. The angels have him. But now he's kicking himself, trying to ward off the gossips, the bad energies, a little ticked off about not having the future that he wanted. He wanted to live longer. His life is all material. He's disappointed in himself. And he wants to tell somebody. This is his disappointment. So he's in his orientation. Let's put it like that. He's still in orientation right about now, going through that anger piece because he left too early. But that's okay because, in the other side, folks, they have actual, I'll put it to you like this. When I visit, uh, every now and then, sometimes I'm brought over to the other side through my meditations. Folks, they have what can best be described as hospitals over there, and they have like clinics and centers where they have health personnel, health angels. They are literally health angels, and they help people with their transition, especially younger people who have suddenly just died and who don't even understand they're dead and are ticked off because they're dead. But they work with them, they love them, and do whatever adjustments need to be done, just like going to a psychiatrist here. It's not, obviously it's not the same thing, but it's quite interesting. Um, it's interesting to see. Now, I'll be honest with you, because I'm in the 3D with you all, the place is going to look like a hospital. Whether this center is natural, it looks like that or not, I'm not sure, because it's all energy over there. You have some forms, depending on what level you're in. Some forms are going to be human, non-human. Some things just look like nothing but light. It's all lights, different kinds of lights over there. Uh, but if it's to your benefit to see a hospital that you would normally have seen while you were on this side of the room, that's what you're going to see. Okay? If it's to your benefit that you see people walking around in white coats, that's who your helpers are going to look like. Okay? But you're going to be fine. He's going to be fine. Like I said, a little ticked off right about now because, he felt that he should have done something better. He has so much more to do, but he's really going to find out once he calms down and heals and rests. Yeah, you get to rest up there too. That he will be able to help even more artists from his standpoint. Okay? So, my loves, when you're working too hard and you don't have time to stop and smell the roses, to get your doctor's appointments done, to test, to keep yourself healthy and balanced, it does not matter what age you are anymore. Okay? You can fall in ill health or you can pass right on. This fellow is going to be missed, but I can look at it this way also. When you have superstars like this, they come into this plane for a purpose. Once that purpose is fulfilled, they're gone. And I was thinking of Chadwick Boseman when I read his story. Same thing. The purpose has been fulfilled. Look at how many people Jamal Edwards has put on the map of success. Thank you, Jamal.